This is Prince Harrison, owner of Optimum Fitness and NPC and IPB promoter. We're here at Optimum Fitness headquarters in Dallas, Texas, and we're interviewing Kenny Farris today from Shreveport, Louisiana. How are you doing, Kenny?
I'm doing good, Prince.
I want to ask you this question. Do you work out?
Yeah, a little bit. Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, I kind of thought you did. No, Kenny has been competing for a while. Tell us, what was your first competition?
I did the Cajun Classic in 2006, I believe. Was my very first show.
All right, and what class did you compete in?
I was actually a middleweight then.
I don't think you are anymore, though.
No, I don't believe so.
All right, and you're 5'7", is that correct?
Yes, sir, 5'7".
And how much did you weigh back then?
I think I weighed in at 176, 171, somewhere around in there.
I'm thinking now you weigh about 275?
Yes, sir, about 275.
So you put on some more weight since then.
Yes, sir, I've done a pretty good bit of growing over the years.
Yeah, great. And I've known you for quite a long time, and I've really seen your body develop. And I know the sweep on your quads, your upper body has really become more impressive. And now, in terms of your plans, your next show is going to be which show?
I'm going to do the Optimum class in Shreveport, Louisiana this coming year in 2013.
Great. Yeah, that's one of our shows. And now, what have you done in between the first time you competed and now?
Well, I've done, 4 or 5 shows throughout the years, mainly the Louisiana State Championships. I've done your show 1 year previously, and then I took about 3 years off to try to mature and get some personal issues out of the way, and really be able to put my head back in the game and really focus again. But like I said, in the last 3 years of me taking off, I put on probably another 35 pounds. In 2009, during the off season, I was about 240, 245. And then now, during this off season, like you said previously, I'm 275. And in relatively good condition for off season. I'm not shredded, but I'm in decent shape for the off season. So I believe when I compete again the next time, it should be, pretty good.
Yes, you'll be definitely well over 200 when you compete again.
Yes, sir. It's kind of hard to estimate what you'll come in at, but I would roughly say, around 220 probably. That's what I'm shooting for, to suck down to the very top of the heavyweight class. Well,
great. I think you definitely will accomplish that, and I've seen, like I said, a lot of good improvement, and I think also that you're more focused now.
Yes, sir.
And part of the credit would go to your team, and I know your lovely wife is a member of that team.
Yeah, she's definitely helped a whole lot, especially in the last year, me really trying to make the improvements I need to go to the national level. She started training with me. She's going to compete this coming year. So that's made a huge difference. Just having that everyday support and somebody that knows, what you're going through every day. It makes a huge difference.
Oh, absolutely. And she cooks your meals, right?
Yeah, she does.
She takes your gum when you're doing an interview?
Yeah, when I need to do an interview, I hand her my gum. And she cooks, pretty much the majority of all her food. She does a good job.
Well, that's great. That is great. And she's going to be competing in the show as well.
Yes, that's correct. She'll do women's physique. It'll be her first show. So I think she should do really well.
Well, that is great. Well, we did one of the things I want our audience to stay tuned to, if you haven't already seen it, is you did a workout video today at the gym, which is over in Midway in Trinity Mills. It's in Dallas, very close to Carrollton, but I also want to thank them for allowing us to use their facility. They've always been very gracious, and we've done a lot of video there, a lot of photo shoots. And how was that experience for you?
I thought it was a great gym. We're a great gym. The workout was good. Hopefully we got plenty of good footage. Just had to see how it turns out.
Well, great. Well, they'll be happy to know that. And I also want to thank one of our sponsors that I recommend y'all go by and see, the Fuzzy Taco.
We'll have to check that out.
Check that out. It's not very far from the gym, and they have great food.
Okay.
But anyway, so tell me right now, what is your favorite food?
I would have to say steak. I love steak. It keeps me really full, and I like it.
Well, we had steak yesterday, or you did anyway.
That's right.
And it was at the Saltgrass. So give them a little plug there.
The food was really good. It was really good.
And I'll tell you, one of the things that is very important for anyone that is competing, whether it be in bodybuilding, fitness, figure, physique, is your food, your nutrition. That's a really big deal. Would you agree with that?
Yeah, absolutely. That's probably one of the largest factors, other than training, is going to be your nutrition.
Well, one of the things is that as we move forward and get ready for the show in May of next year, as you continue to train and continue to put on more quality mass, what areas of improvement are you going to focus on?
I'm definitely trying to thicken up my upper chest some more. My shoulders are so big, they tend to overpower my chest a little bit. So I'm definitely trying to thicken up my chest, my upper back, and hamstring and calf. My quads are so big from the front, I really need a little more quad, hamstring drop from the side and thickness from the back. Just try to balance myself out a little better overall.
Oh, great. And as far as some of your training is concerned, are you lifting heavy now, or what type of training are you doing?
Yeah, I train, I would say heavy. I'm sure some people train heavier or whatever, but I feel like I train relatively heavy, but I still keep my rep range around 10 to 12. I train a lot by feel, however I feel.
Well, that's great. So no Zumba classes?
No.
That doesn't surprise me. All right. And tell me, what about the powerlifting? Do you do any powerlifting moves?
Yeah, every once in a while I squat a little heavier than normal, or bench a little heavier than normal, but with my bench I try not to go any heavier than 405, and with my squat I try not to go any heavier than 405, because I really don't want any injuries. So to me now it's more about filling that muscle as full of blood as possible and trying to get it to grow. Your muscles really don't know how heavy the weight is. They know the amount of resistance you're putting on them. So I try to leave powerlifting to the powerlifters, and I try to grow as much muscle as I can.
I think that's a very good philosophy. Well, we're going to wrap this up, but I encourage people that haven't seen the workout video to watch the workout video. We'll be keeping up with Kenny as he moves forward to the Optimum Classic in May of 2013 at the Shreveport Convention Center in Shreveport, Louisiana. Do you have any parting words for us?
Everybody come out and check out the show.
And also, everybody come out and check out our upcoming show, the 2012 NPC Heart of Texas Championships, that will be at the State Fair Music Hall here in Dallas, Texas. And I know y'all are going back to Louisiana tonight. Drive careful, and tell our friends in Louisiana hello, and we'll see you again soon.
Thank you, Prince.